I've been using Garmin FENIX 8 for a long time, and yes, it has hundreds of metrics. But you know what? I really need only 7. And today I'll show you which 7 metrics I track on my Garmin device when I'm trying to lose my dad bod. Since I started wearing my Garmin, I've lost over 10 kilograms, and now I honestly can't imagine a single day without tracking my progress. And here's the thing, tracking these metrics won't just help you lose your dad bod, they'll also help you become healthier. And that's even more important to me than how I look. The first one. It's cold outside, my kids are back in school, and of course they are bringing home all the viruses. I'm blaming my kids, they are the root of all evil. I'm just kidding, I love them. But I get nervous because of them. I worry and my body definitely feels it. And here's what happened. Just after the school year starts, my HRV looks terrible. It happened last year, and it happens this year again. Heart rate variability basically shows how well my body is handling stress, whether I'm tired, nervous, recovering, or overtrained. And this single number really helps me to understand what's going on inside my body, even before I feel anything. Second one may seem super obvious, but it's really important. Once I decided to do a little experiment on myself, I ran 5 kilometers every single day for a whole month. And at the start I weighed 97 kilograms, and after 30 days, guess what? 97.5. Yes, I didn't lose anything. I actually gained a bit. Why? Because I wasn't tracking this one simple thing. Calories. Garmin shows your active and resting calories, and over time you see your average daily total. And that number is your starting point. If you eat about 500 calories less than that average, you lose about half a kilo per week. And here's something I built around this area, my Dad Bod Reset Plan. It's free and it shows you how I combine workouts, calories and daily habits to start losing weight. If you want to follow the same plan, if you want to join me guys, you'll find the link down below. The next one is probably the most underestimated factor when it comes to losing weight. Everyone talks about workouts, runs, gyms, but this one can quietly make or break your results. When I was trying to lose weight, I thought my daily 5 kilometers runs were enough. But then I look at my data and most of the day I was sitting. So I started paying attention to how much I move throughout the day. And Garmin makes this easy to track. I always aim for a minimum of 10,000 steps a day, but usually I go much further. Right now I'm on a 170 plus day streak. What I love even more about it, that is boosting my mood. The next one, number 4, is the one I treat like a game. And honestly, it's one of the most satisfying numbers to watch improve over time. When I started preparing for my half marathon, this metric showed me a pretty average score, 39. Week after week, as I stuck to my training plan, that number started to go up. And by the end of 20 weeks, I hit 47. And that feels like a real achievement. What I'm talking about here is VO2 max. It's basically how efficient your body uses oxygen during exercise. And once you start tracking it, you'll probably get hooked on chasing the higher score as well. Okay, number 5. Another number I watch really closely is one that shows how strong and efficient my heart is. The lower it gets within a healthy range, of course, the fitter I am. And it's one of the clearest signs that my training is actually working. The metric is called resting heart rate, and it's incredibly powerful because it reflects the overall health of my cardiovascular system. It's going down over time, and it means that my heart is getting stronger. Number 6. The next one tells me if I'm doing too little, too much, or just enough. Garmin calls it acute training load. It's basically a sum of my recent workouts shown on a simple scale. Low, optimal, or high. If the line is in green zone, perfect. If it drops below, Garmin is basically telling me, move your butt. And if it's too high, Garmin tells me to slow down a bit. It's a quick way to see if I need more rest or more work without overthinking it. And number 7, this one is the most important thing we'll talk about today, because you can cross out all the other parameters if you don't get this one right. Nothing will work without it. Even if you do every workout, eat clean, and hit all your steps, it won't matter. And I'm talking about sleep. No sleep means no motivation, no health, no plans, no clear mind. Of course, it's 10 times harder when you have kids. And whenever I see that things are going to the wrong direction, I always try to rebuild a regular sleep routine, because without it, nothing else matters. And if you're wondering whether the FENIX 8 is the real tool to track all these metrics, for over a year I used FENIX 8 and shared my honest review here. Watch that next, it's on the screen now.